In the bottom left, playing Greenfinger, we have Stargen. Up against Saikoya playing Sigrid in the top right. Now, I'm very curious, why the Sigrid pick?
Well, not sure how much I'm really willing to tell, but say so part of it is a sort of a counter to what I know of Stargen, and the other part is Greenfinger doesn't really deal with golems too well, so I was like, if I turn it into a golem war with Sigrid, then I win.
I mean, it makes sense. And that is interesting to hear that, like, because I would consider Greenfinger one of the best commanders in the game right now. So hearing that Sigrid has a good matchup against him under certain circumstances is quite interesting.
Well, it's not. He doesn't always have a very good matchup, but sometimes it happens.
Okay, well, take a look at this Stargen. You know, Greenfinger's positioned quite aggressively. He's putting a lot of pressure on that stronghold. And you're going more down the sides with Sigrid. But you're gonna have Groove a little bit sooner than Greenfinger will. And I like the position on the knight to punish. If Greenfinger walks forward to try and hit that village, you've got that covered.
Yep.
Yeah, both of you just kind of zoning each other. Yeah, I see the Golem Wars have begun.
Exactly. And when I saw the golem, I was very happy because everything was going according to plan and nothing could go wrong anymore. uh, but yeah, it was also like a head-on economy, which kind of helps like to turn the game into a golem war if you want to. If you're ahead on econ, it's much easier to do it.
Yeah, you're up one village right now, I believe.
Well, fluctuates, but I'm generally ahead, like during my turns, and then we're even during his turns, I think.
Right, and now the dragon comes out, so in the event Sigrid isn't near the golem, yeah, you've got that other option to deal with the golem from Stargen. And dragons are just generally very annoying to deal with.
Yeah, was more like because like Sigrid was doing an okay job at fighting off the south, like the bottom right. So I would just went a golem for the top left.
Now we see the knight kill. Ooh, nice sword crit follow up. And then we've got the mage. And yeah, Sigrid's looking pretty good. There is, whoa, she's in knight crit range, but I guess she's that commander you can leave in some situations where she's a bit under threat.
Yeah, and it's not like I have an army behind to punish if stuff goes in on Sigrid, and there's also like a healthy village and plenty of options to make it so like Sigrid getting hit isn't really a big deal.
Yeah, and oh wow, like just no anti-air on that left hand side. So dragon can just freely pick off basically whatever it wants at this point.
So hungry.
Oh, yeah, losing that knight followed by losing the golem to Sigrid, and yeah, this push is absolutely terrifying.
That last turn, I think Stargen was trying to be cheeky and like baiting Sigrid into grooving the golem into a lethal spot, but since I put my own golem like next to Sigrid, she didn't die.
Yeah, that is yeah, that was just a very convincing win. Like it didn't seem like you're under any kind of pressure at all there. Like completely in
Yeah,
control.
it was like really kind of. Think he got a little surprised at the end of the early game after the opening. What happened? Because I don't think he's a. I mean, there's like some subtleties in the opening, and if you play them well, you can end up ahead, and that's kind of what happened.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the replay will be out there for people to study. This is very interesting seeing Sigrid take a game in the first round. I mean, these are
I
like
mean,
it's on a
think
map that isn't really Sigrid favored as well, right?
I think I, yeah, it's more like player dependent. I feel like you can't play Sigrid against everyone. I guess. Um, I did like play Sigrid on. I did bring the Sigrid on Roboros in in the first round of the tournament last time too. So that's kind of funny.
I think
Um,
she's quite good in Ouroboros though. Like Sigrid seems to do well on maps where you have a strong side with a commander because you're able to just kind of push
mm,
down an opponent who,
well,
normally the response to like dealing with a your opponent's strong side is to build like a chunky unit like a golem, and Sigrid kind of negates that.
I don't think Sigrid is that good on Roboros. To be honest, it was more like the surprise factor of like, everyone was building a golem to defend, and then I just went Sigrid, and they didn't know how to react, so it worked. But I think if you try Sigrid on the Ouroboros now, uh,
Okay. Well, either way, good job on winning game one. We're gonna go into game two.